tu sei andata via. Sento nel mio cuore un gran morire, la colpa è stata tutta quanta mia. Lo so che ho sbagliato e mi perdoni, ti prego Mariana se mi ami, ritorna dove il cuore mio ti aspetta, perché lo sai che io ti ho sempre amata, da quel momento in poi che ti ho vista. Mamma, mamma Mariana, mamma, mamma Mariana, mamma, mamma Mariana, cuore mio. Mamma, mamma Mariana, mamma, mamma Mariana, mamma, mamma Mariana, io ti amo sempre più. Sei ancora più bella da quando noi abbiamo avuto il primo incontro, dove tu avevi quasi 20 anni, dove ti ho dato tutto il mio amore. Mamma, mamma Mariana, mamma, mamma Mariana, mamma, mamma Mariana, cuore mio. Mamma, mamma Mariana, mamma, mamma Mariana, mamma, mamma Mariana, io ti amo sempre più. Un altro anno è già volato via, con la speranza che sarai mia. Dal mare alla montagna io ti cerco, ma a casa io ritorno sempre solo. È veramente triste questa vita, in questa casa fredda come il ghiaccio, in questa casa scura e senza sole, a vivere la vita senza te. Mamma, mamma Mariana, mamma, mamma Mariana, mamma, mamma Mariana, cuore mio. Mamma, mamma Mariana, mamma, mamma Mariana, mamma, mamma Mariana, io ti amo sempre più. Io che non ti ho vista da tanto tempo, vorrei sapere se tu stai bene. Ti prego amore, fatti sentire, ti prego amore, fatti vedere. Mamma, mamma Mariana, mamma, mamma Mariana, mamma, mamma Mariana, cuore mio. Mamma, mamma Mariana, mamma, mamma Mariana, mamma, mamma Mariana, io ti amo sempre più. Mamma, mamma Mariana, io ti amo sempre più. Mamma, mamma Mariana, io ti amo sempre più.
A long-lost love of the girl, Mariana. That is a song composed and written by my dad, sung by an Italian pop singer, his friend Dario, all the way from Calabria. Thank you, Dad, for the beautiful Italian tunes that were sent to me during the pandemic lockdown over the course of 2 years for my dad's vault. If you like the tunes, check out the link below in the show notes. If you like these ad-free shows, please consider supporting and continuing the ad-free content. I enjoy turning off the ads, to be quite honest. I think it makes the flow of the shows and the content go smoother. Of course, I lose all the AdSense revenue, but if you guys prefer it that way, want to support the channel that way, I'm cool with that. So thank you. We'll get started here in just a few minutes. So welcome again, welcome again to another late night with yours truly, Total OS. So these are just random topics. I'm getting my wine ready here, and actually some water too, so I don't dry up too quickly. We'll talk some tech, some election nonsense. We'll talk cars, just random stuff for people like, well, like yourself who maybe just got home later on a break or can't sleep. And hopefully the soothing sound of my voice will make it a better evening for you, as it does for me. All right, let's see if anybody's in the stream here. We have Cody Lamer is in the house. Hello. Are you working tonight, my friend, or are you on a break? You home? And I know you work different shifts, if I recall, right? Hope all is well with you. Just a quiet evening here at home. Beautiful sunny day in Ohio in the 70s. I think tomorrow it's going to be in the 70s, and we are a month away from Thanksgiving almost. This is October, and I'll take this kind of weather. I can take this every day of the week. Dry, good sleeping weather. It feels good. I sleep better when it's a little bit. Just a slight chill in the air. Definitely sleep a little better. Right, Cody? Of course. Aha. So you're thinking about getting, so you're at work, and you're thinking about getting, once the semester is over, you might get a new computer. I definitely need one, but a certain son of mine blew up his Lexus, and had to buy him a new used car. But that's okay. That's all right. That's what kids are for, right? Your laptop is showing some age. Yeah, tonight's stream, I'm doing this with an old Gateway from 2013. This thing expired like 5 years ago, but hey, it still works. I was able to recycle it running Linux Mint. Tonight's show is brought to you by Linux Mint, XFCE edition. And I've been able to keep these computers running, but oh man, doing rendering, editing videos takes forever. I could paint the house by the time one video, and it's time for a new one. But I think once my son gets a job and starts paying me back for the car, then maybe I'll get something for myself. Anyway, you're looking at ThinkPads and HP Elite Book. Those are my son's got a 5-year-old Dell, I think, or something like that, and that still works. But yeah, ThinkPads and Linux work great, by the way, if you want a dual boot. If you're doing Windows, then I guess it doesn't matter. I'll be looking at a desktop, Ryzen 7 or above, because of all the video stuff. Something that's faster. I hate editing a 4-minute video. It takes like 15 minutes. It's ridiculous. But when you got dinosaur stuff, that's what happens. And my son's looking at me with a smirk on his face, smile on his face. But I still love him. But yeah, ThinkPads are great, and look into maybe like a refurbished ThinkPad that's not too old, Cody. You might be able to find a good deal. But ThinkPads are fantastic. Probably when it comes to laptops, ThinkPads and Chromebooks are my favorites. Well, speaking of computers, operating systems, the feature in the latest Microsoft update, Microsoft Recall, which I guess takes multiple snapshots of whatever you're doing on your computer. I guess the feature was turned on by default, which is ridiculous. Look, I like Windows 11. I don't use it that much. I don't have to. But I like Windows 11. It's fast. It's smooth. I haven't noticed any bugs. It works great on an old machine like this one, which I dual boot. But man, some of the politics behind these systems is just ridiculous. It just is. Yeah. So you're looking to get a good used laptop that doesn't break the bank. Gamble with for a parts laptop where it's simple as a new hard drive or RAM. Look into refurbished ThinkPads on Amazon, like I said. I've had pretty good luck with those. Now, sometimes you might have to get a new battery, so what? But refurbished ThinkPads come with a warranty. Again, they're ThinkPads, and yeah, but look into that. All right, so we talked about Microsoft's recall feature. That feature should be turned off by default, or the option to remove it, in my opinion. It should be a matter of choice. If you want to turn it on, great, for whatever reason. I suppose it can have its purpose, but it's something like that that takes a snapshot of everything and records it. What could possibly go wrong, right? Yeah, that's not a good idea. If anybody else is watching, by the way, and maybe is new to all this and would like to say hello, please don't be shy. Say hello or whatever. If you have a question, it's great to have new people here, or people I haven't seen in a while because of time zones or working hours and all that stuff. And that's why I do these shows at random times, these late shows at night, to try and catch people who don't normally have a chance to say hello or chime in or whatever. So it's always great to have you here, and more the merrier, especially around the holidays. My dad is 4,000 miles away. I have cousins in Canada and New York and some over here, but everybody's spread out, and yeah. Are you looking for like some kind of a gaming laptop or just something for school? I'm assuming that you'll be using Windows for school and not Linux, Cody? All right, so you sell it on eBay, Ryzen 7 with no charger. Um, chargers, chargers you have to check. They are generally not that expensive. But if you're interested in that, I would check the price of the charger. Yeah. I bought a refurbished ThinkPad back in March. I believe it was like 5 years old, maybe 6. I forget the model number. I got a new battery. Can't remember. I think I think it came with the charger, and I spent less than $200. It only came with 8 gigs of RAM, but that's all I need for that one. I just wanted something portable to run Windows, stuff like that. I mean, I could install Linux on it too. But anyway, that's what I bought. I forget the model number, but solid machine. I think brand new. It was almost like $900 at the time. So yeah, I spent less than $200, I think, total. So I got a pretty good deal on it, and I'm happy with it. Even though, to be honest, I don't use laptops that much. Yeah, I'm usually on my phone or doing this. Alright, so you don't play games. Only game you play is Microsoft or Minecraft American Truck Simulator. Okay, gotcha. I hear you. Yeah, I don't play any games anymore. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What else was I going to talk about? I mentioned Lexus car. Someone asked, should someone buy a 2012 Lexus? I think it was the car. I should have made note of it, but somebody asked, should you buy I think it was a 2012 with a Lexus with 200,000 miles for 6 grand, and I said absolutely. Now, assuming of course it wasn't damaged, it's rust and all that, but 200,000 miles for a Lexus is nothing because my son's car I bought has 300,000 miles. Believe it or not, it's not what I had in mind, but considering a new one is 55,000, I got him that. So to that person who asked the question, should you buy a 14-year-old Lexus with 200,000 miles for 6 grand? The answer is yes, absolutely. If it has been taken care of, no frame rust, or you know what I mean, fluids change and all that. Absolutely, those cars I've seen go up to 500,000 freaking miles. It's insane. So, yeah. Absolutely. And I may do another Lexus podcast, maybe number 2, for all the Toyota Lexus owners out there. Anyway, Jeff Kelly's in the house. Good evening. How are you? Welcome to the night's late night show. So Jeff says, how many miles is too many? That depends, Jeff. If it's an American car, I probably wouldn't trust anything over 50,000 miles, in my experience. For Toyota Lexus, well, I think once those cars hit the 400 to 500,000 mile mark, that may be too many. Although I've seen them go more than that. But then the maintenance cost factor. So to answer your question, I generally don't trust any American car that's over 50,000 miles. I just don't. Not to say that there aren't some good ones out there. But for Toyota Lexus, I would say probably 400,000, 500,000 may be too many. From my experience and from what I've seen. Of course, your as they say, your mileage may vary. But when I was shopping for my son's car, we were looking at American cars with half the mileage of what I bought my son. We went to look at I forget what it was. Anyway, it was an American luxury car because Lexus is luxury. It had half the miles, and the power seat didn't work. The power locks didn't work. I mean, enough of the junk already. All right, Jeff, you have a Kia, 226,000 miles, but may not go much for. That's not bad for a Kia, Hyundai, Kia/Hyundai. That's not bad at all. If you can get 200,000 miles on a Korean car, that's pretty darn good. That's probably the limit there, from what I understand. So, that's not bad at all. Anyway, I don't know if car prices have bottomed out. The cars that I've bought over the course, since the pandemic, it's a family-owned business downtown. So of course they have less overhead, less costs, and that the lower cost, less expenses is passed on to the cost of the vehicles, and they have excellent service. It's a guy that I know runs the place, and there have been several times I would go down. I got the car serviced. It was too late to go to the bank. I would tell him, look, it's Friday night. I'll have the cash for it. He says, yeah, that's fine. Just pay me Monday. Leave, come back Monday, pay him. I don't even need a receipt. But that's the kind of trust that I enjoy working with, a car business. All right, what else is on my mind? So as you know, here in the United States, we have an election coming up. I'm not a fan of the two-party system because no matter who's president, I keep seeing the same potholes over and over again. But I did come across a piece of news, and let me read it here. It says a Trump supporter convicted of election fraud says she can't go to prison because they don't have her special mattress. This is not a joke. That's her statement. Now, my thinking is I didn't think Trump was that picky. That's a joke. But this other news item, that's real. I'm not going to read any further. That's her defense, not going to jail because they don't have a special mattress, whatever the bleep that means. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, Cody, if the charger is only $15 for that used ThinkPad, and you figure if it needs a battery, another 40, so factor that, but that's not bad, yeah. You're looking at the Elite book. Okay. Don't know too much about them, but I've had HP products in the past and they seem okay. I believe one time it was HP Compaq. I don't think Compaq exists anymore. We were talking cars. Some of these cars have so much technology built into them. At some point, Jeff was asking how many miles is too many. Well, when it comes to technology in a car, how much technology is too much? Right? To anybody who watches this living in Florida, I hope you're okay. I do have some friends in Orlando. Thankfully, they're okay. It could have been a lot worse. I mean, it's bad, but Orlando is like 30 miles inland of the ocean or so. Yeah. There was a guy in Florida with the car, electric car, Rivian, I think is the name. Anyway, where he lives, they got flooded. He went back a day later, couldn't find his car. What happened was his car was covered with mud. I guess it had drifted like 50 yards beyond where he lived. And his electric Rivian car, he opened up the door, the automatic door handle worked, and there wasn't a drop of moisture water inside his car. The car was sealed. And the battery didn't catch fire because those are sealed. He was stunned. So, there you go. If you're looking to buy an electric car, maybe, I think it's called Rivian, maybe that's the way to go because it survived a hurricane. The car was covered in mud. That's pretty amazing. Cody's starting the news and nonsense tonight. What happens if you drive an EV and get pulled over by the cop? You'll be charged with battery. Ha ha. It's funny stuff. Not bad, Cody. Not bad. Yep. What was the other joke I read today? I had asked one of my LGBTQ friends what the community is all about, and I got to tell you, I couldn't get a straight answer. Oh, stop it. Well, so I'm going to have a few more people here in the chat for this Saturday evening, but I'll stick around a little bit longer. I think there was this joke from last week where I said I have a friend of mine in Quebec who drinks way too much. In fact, he drank Canada dry. La da dee, la da dee. All right, is there anything else new with you guys?
Vergogna
All right, let's give this. We'll see if anybody else drops in, but let's give this a 5-minute warning. And unless somebody else drops in, I guess I'll wrap it up after 5 minutes. I guess we'll call it a night.
Sono niente, proprio niente, senza di te. Niente, io sono niente, senza te. Meglio morire. Casa, casa non è, se tu non sei vicino a me. Casa, casa non è.
All right. Okay, well, a quiet night here in the chat. I was hoping to get a few more people on so we can talk about some other things. But Cody, thank you for stopping by, and let me know what computer you get. And Jeff, let me know if you happen to get another car, because it sounds like what you're driving now. It's like you said, that may be the limit for your Kia at 226,000 miles. That's not bad for a Kia / Hyundai. So yeah, if you get something else, let me know. All right. Well, that's all I have for this month's, this evening's show. But Cody says, take care. I got the ThinkPad in my cart for an accident. Or by accident. Yeah, look, if the price is right, and check and see what the return policy is. You know, sometimes the buyer has to pay the return if there's something wrong with it. But the price seems right if all you need is a charger. Okay? All right. All right, my friends, have a good evening. Maybe I'll catch you next week. Have fun, stay safe, and arrivederci.